How's it going? This is Ren Bell coming to you live from Southeast Idaho. Still pretty wild talking in video, making a video. Kids are in the other. I'm at my home office. Kids are in the other room, so I'm talking a little bit quiet. But today, what I wanted to talk about is more about internet marketing, and the big one is the why. That's a big one for me. I would be a horrible Tupperware salesman, or I don't. It just needs to mean something to me. And so I did this post a while ago, but this is all about jobs for the disabled, those that have handicaps, and so I'm just going to read it and then kind of talk a little bit about it. So anyway. What if there was a way for people with disabilities to make a great living for themselves on the internet? Whoa, what's happening? The lighting starts flashing. Anyway, on the internet, that would change everything for them. To be able to wake up and feel important, to feel like they could accomplish something each day, to make a difference, to not have to rely on others for support. I believe the internet is the answer. I don't know quite all the details yet, but I'm close to a solution that will help handicapped people make a living on the internet. So why would I care about people with disabilities? I'm not handicapped. None of my family is handicapped. Why does it ring in my soul somehow to help those with disabilities? I'll tell you why. I should be a paraplegic today, but somehow through the grace of God, I'm not. Have you ever just had one of those days where everything seems to be going wrong? You just feel sorry for yourself. Why aren't things going right for me? Why isn't God answering my prayers? Why can't I seem to get ahead? Why is life so hard for me? Why does everyone else seem to be blessed but me? Has God forgotten about me? I don't know. Sometimes I have those days. And then I go to the grocery store, and in the checkout, this actually happened to me at Sam's Club. It's crazy. But so then I go to the grocery store. At the checkout, there's a father with children with his children, and he's in a wheelchair that has no use of his body. He can't even pull groceries off the shelf. His children are at his side. Their mind seems so full and heavy. They don't look at anybody in the eyes, but their eyes dart around nervously because they know everyone is looking and feeling sorry for them. What a slap in the face to me. How could have I thought that my life was so bad? What do I have to complain about? I have the use of my body. I can run. I can ride my bike. I can hold my children. I can hold my wife. I can do all those things that this man can't. Then I'm ashamed of myself for thinking I had it so bad. Then I go home, grateful that I'm not them, and go on with my life. But then what? What am I doing to help those less fortunate than myself? I just ignore all the blessings I've been given and go on with my life, never doing something about it until now. I don't know how it'll evolve or the details. I just know somehow, some way, it'll help those with disabilities through the internet. Now here's more of my story. I don't know if you can tell. Right there, I've got this huge scar because I'll tell you more of the story. So why am I, so what am I doing for those less fortunate than me? Actually, sorry, we just read that. So after, so more of my story. At April of 2000, I nearly became paralyzed from my neck down. My spine was slowly closing off my spinal cord. The doctor told me that it was a miracle that I was able to walk into his office because of how bad the x-ray was. It was crazy. He canceled all his appointments the next day for emergency surgery on my neck. It was so severe that I had to stay awake while they put the oxygen tube down my throat. That was I was asked to wiggle my toes to determine who was liable, the doctor or the anesthesiologist, if I became paralyzed. It's crazy. I mean, they put this tube down my throat, and then they said wiggle your toes, because they were so nervous that any kind of little jar in the tube would cause me to go paralyzed. It was crazy. Um, um, I was Yeah, the doctor, when he made the incision on my throat, removed my Adam's apple, and then he replaced a broken vertebrae with a cadaver bone that screwed into a metal plate to hold it all together. I'm extremely lucky today to live a normal life and have children. Others haven't been so fortunate. This experience is why um, I want to give back and help those with disabilities in some way. Um, and I feel like the internet's the way to do that. It, yeah, I feel like the internet's the way to do that. So that's my story. That's part of my story. That's another one of the reasons why. There's multiple reasons. I love living in a small town. I love the ability to work out of the home. But another big reason um, is because of people with disabilities. I feel like I'm very lucky, very blessed to have not become paralyzed for a reason, and so this will evolve. And so anyway, our website's renandheidi.com is our personal website, and Heidi spelled Hiedi, and then our work with website is renandheidi.com/work with. It's got a lot of stuff that we've got on there. So anyways, hope you have a great day. God bless.